Doing. Oh, hey, we got Brighton in the house. Brighton, show us some of your tats. I've been tattooing Brighton for what did we say?
4 or 5 years.
So 4 or 5 years. Every tat's by me except a couple you did on yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're gonna do this spot in the back today. Bit of a dagger in here. So I've got a bit of a sketch drawn up, but we might put it on and draw it in there to fit, put a few blood drops and that on there. But yeah, just look at these. Yeah, they're probably from what? We probably did these like 2 years ago, you reckon?
Oh, I reckon like 3
years ago. Yeah, I hadn't seen Brighton in fucking yonks and booked in. Get to have a bit of a catch up, but I'll film some of this while we're going along. Elliot's doing this dragon on the leg. He's probably done like 4 or 5 dragons in the last week. Haven't you, Elliot? You're a dragon man.
Dragon man.
My YouTube followers want to watch videos of Elliot stay in the life, so that's coming up soon too. Alright, let's age. Boom. We just threw that one in there. We'll get Brighton to lay on the bed and we'll do it like that, bar. I think that's it, bar.
Is that it?
It's all over, bar. What do you reckon, Husky? Fresh. Good job, cameraman. Just finished up the dagger for Brighton. Sits in there really good. Yeah. So, I'm just driving home from work, just tattooed Brighton. I thought today I'd do one of those like just a going home monologue because tattooing's pretty slow at the moment. I know everyone keeps saying that, but I don't really mind too much because with Ballarat and tattooing in regional Victoria, everything's kind of a lot more affordable. And then I heard, I was listening to this podcast last night and they were talking about just like tattooing and like what you can do to market yourself, or you know, being like super proactive with social media and using Instagram or Facebook or whatever it is. And I feel like I've kind of always done that because you have to do that to like get business where I'm from. Like in Ararat, there wasn't many people tattooing, which was lucky, but still the stuff that I was doing wasn't really like what people were after. They were after like different stuff. So anyway, basically I just think that, you know, you can make YouTube videos like what I'm doing. You can make radio. I made a King Kong's radio thing, like you can listen to it on SoundCloud. So it's like Instagram, I'm making posts on Instagram with just like shit about what I do with my day. You know, you can have people post about your stuff on Reddit. You know, there's a guy that came from the UK that has no social media, but he just Googled traditional tattoos in Ballarat, and then someone had posted on Reddit, so we got, he came in, and then there's like, obviously you can make TikToks. I've made like 2 or 3. I haven't been that proactive with it. And then you can do Instagram Reels or whatever. But basically, they're all the things that people watch nowadays. Like, it's funny to hear someone be like, oh, like I wish just like people that were good at what they did got business and were busy and stuff. But it doesn't work like that, because like no one really sees that. It's like you basically saying like, oh, there's this really fucking great movie from when I was a kid, like in the 90s. Like, it's such a cool 90s movie. Some of these people that are getting tattooed are like born in the year 2000. They don't even know what the fuck that movie is, and they probably not going to get introduced to it, and they couldn't give a fuck about it because they haven't been shown it and they can't see it. And that's the thing with using social media now, Instagram, whatever, all these platforms, they're on them and they're using them. So if you're not posting up flat out like you're a salesman at a used car joint or whatever, people aren't really looking. They can't see your stuff, so they don't care. So I'm making YouTube videos just because I watch YouTube videos all the time. I'm like 33, turning 34. I've been tattooing for like 13 years, and really I wanted to make YouTube videos like this 10 years ago, but I feel like back then it was a lot more videoing yourself and just kind of like walking around with a camera filming yourself was way more corny, whereas people don't give a fuck now. I remember when I was in New York, I was on a train and there was like some dude filming himself, like selfie filming himself, making a vlog or some shit. And I was looking at him kind of strange because I was just like, oh, I don't really ever see anyone doing that. And then he was looking at me like I was a dummy because, I thought that was like kind of corny or some shit. But really, he's the one getting views, making money off his videos, whatever. If that's like another way you can make money, instead of like doing the same shit that everyone else does, that's fine. Anyway, I think today has been pretty cool. I get to have like a day where I have a customer I haven't tattooed that guy for 2 years. He's a good customer. He has no tattoos from anyone else but me, and then he's tattooed himself a few times because he wanted to be a tattooist. There's a lot of people out here that want to be, and they want to have different jobs or be able to be creative every day or whatever. And I've been able to do it for so long, and I just feel like I've been so lucky to be able to do that. So, and that comes from like people who watch my YouTube videos or people that have watched stuff on Instagram or whatever, even some podcast I do or whatever. So I feel like for the people that don't want to put themselves out there and they're a bit like, oh, people should be booking in with me, or like I'm the man, or not to say you have to be the man to get bookings. It's just different now. Walk-in style tattoo shops don't really like exist in Australia anymore. It's more about like individual people doing what they're doing. But anyway, me talking like this is kind of boring, so I'm gonna go and have a good night, everyone.